no. Now it is PM.
Yes, sir.
12:01 is PM. So what was going on in the class?
So
Did
we
I?
were discussing the themes of different chapters
Okay.
of our
Okay.
And
second book.
Yes.
we had
Yes.
done first flight, and then we moved to the second book, that is Footprints Without Feet.
Okay. 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 So we were talking about the themes of the lessons of supplementary reader. Have we started, or we are to start?
So we are done with chapter of supplementary reading.
Done with supplementary reader.
So first chapter.
First chapter. Okay. So what is the first chapter?
A triumph
A
of
Triumph of Surgery.
A triumph of surgery. Okay. That day I was talking about parents loving you so much, caring for you so much. And if a parent, if father and mother, they care for their child so much, they provide each and everything that a child asks for. They never say no to anything. They fulfill all his demands. Is it really love, or is it pampering the child? That is what I was asking. Is it really love or pampering a child? Say something. Because we want all this, we want us to be treated by our parents this way only. That's why we are not ready to say it is pampering, है ना? Because we are all children, and what we are expecting from our parents is this thing only. How can sir make us say that this is not right? Hmm? बोलो बोलो कुछ बोलो. कुछ तो बोलो भाई. कोई रिएक्शन ही नहीं आ रहा है. अनुष्का का थोड़ा सा रिएक्शन दिख रहा है मुझे.
Sir, it is pampering in a way, but it is true love in another way, on the other hand, too. In
They are pampering you only because they truly love you. Why would they pamper otherwise? Hmm? They truly love you, they really love you, they really care for you, and that's why they do so. What I am asking you for your personal opinion, do you think it is really caring for you, or is it somehow spoiling you? Is it somehow preventing you from being developed as a good personality, as an independent, self-dependent person, to be able to face the society, to be able to face the challenging world when the things come upon you? Right now, whatever you need is provided by your parents, and you don't know actually how hard earned it is. For you, it is just a thing. You don't know the value of that thing. You don't know the worth. How do you get this? I don't mean that your parents should start sending you outside to start earning or to start realizing it is difficult to get something. It's not that. But there is one thing. And what is that? What is that? There are struggles in life, there are challenges in life, there are difficulties in life, and there should be a training. There should be a training. ठीक है, I gave an example of that.
युवराज
ये
सिंह।
चैंपियन तब नहीं बनेगा जब
Yes, yes.
मैं इसे जीतने दूंगी, बट ये तब बनेगा जब ये मुझे हराएगा, कुछ ऐसा वो जो हम ऐड की बात कर रहे थे उस दिन, if you
Bonvita.
remember, है ना? That ad is a perfect example of this thing. If that mother wants to make her son happy, what will she do? She will slow down and she will let the son pass and let him win. The son will be happy. And if she runs faster, what is she doing? She is casting a more difficult challenge to her son. Now, when that challenge is posted, what will happen? The son will further try. Okay. And when he further tries, he will definitely excel. So, putting you into some kind of struggle, providing some challenges, is not that they don't love you and they hate you, but they want you to learn something. It will help you in future. When I was talking about Yuvraj Singh that day, why not everybody becomes Yuvraj Singh? Did his father not love him? His father also loves him a lot. He loves him so much that he doesn't watch his matches live. He never watches it live. ठीक है? He has always watched his recordings. Never attended a match live in a stadium or watched on TV. That is how he feels about his son. But he made him to struggle in his life. He made him to practice throughout the day long, even till late night hours. Now, why are we talking about all this? The lesson we have, this triumph of surgery. Mrs. Pumphrey and Tricky are just symbolic. Mrs. Pumphrey is nothing. She symbolizes every parent. Tricky is nothing. Tricky is nothing. But what does the story tell us? What was the problem with Tricky? The problem was that her mistress, what was the name? Mrs. Pumphrey. Mrs. Pumphrey loved Tricky so much. But is it love? थोड़ा और खा ले, थोड़ा और खा ले, थोड़ा और खा ले, थोड़ा और खा ले, थोड़ा और दिन भर खाता रहे. Is it love? बिल्कुल एक्सरसाइज मत कर, आराम कर, खा पी और सो जा. And what did the doctor do? What was the surgery? What was the surgery? Everything that Mrs. Pumphrey, am I telling the right name? Pumphrey, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When Mrs. Pumphrey was bringing things for Tricky, what was the doctor and his team doing? They ate it up. They consumed everything. They did not give any of those things to Tricky. Why? This was the only treatment. Tricky needed some exercise. Tricky needed some dieting. And this is what doctor did. There was no surgery at all. This was the surgery. तो थोड़ा सा स्ट्रिक्टनेस, हम अगर बात कर रहे हैं पंफ्रे की, मिस्ट्रेस की, फॉर हर पेट, हम उसको जनरल केस में बात करें तो थोड़ा सा पेरेंट्स का ट्रीटमेंट अपने बच्चों के साथ स्ट्रिक्ट होना चाहिए. उसमें फायदा किसका है? उनके बच्चों का. I hope you got the theme of the lesson. We need to think beyond what is told in the story, not only what is given in the story. Think beyond that. Try to associate all these things that are there in the story with what happens outside in the real world. You need to connect it. Okay? Now, what is the second lesson?
A thief story.
A thief story. Anil and what are the names of the characters? I forgot. Who will tell?
Hari Singh,
And
Huh?
Hari Singh and Anil.
Hari and
Anil Singh. Hari Singh and Anil.
Anil and Hari Singh. ठीक. Who was the thief? Hari or Anil?
Hari.
Hari Singh.
Hari. And Anil was the one who offered help. है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now see, whenever a thief is caught, there is the same story. 3 दिन से कुछ खाया नहीं. लोगों से हेल्प मांगी, किसी ने की नहीं. थोड़ा सा कुछ लिया, लोगों ने पकड़ के पीट दिया. And this way, society made me a criminal. No criminal is born. The society makes a person a criminal. This is how they tell. This is how they tell. Do you agree with this thing? Referring to the story.
Not always.
Referring to the story. आपका पर्सनल व्यू मैं बाद में पूछूंगा. पहले referring to the story.
No, sir.
No, sir.
You don't agree. So do you mean to say that criminals or the thieves, they are born, they are like that?
No, sir. But
But
they make themselves thief.
huh?
They make
They
themselves.
themselves choose this way.
Okay, they are not a criminal or a thief or a crook since they were young. They were not brought up like that. And at the same time, what you said, I'm just trying to repeat. At the same time, society also doesn't force them into all this. But there are options and they choose this option. When they have developed an understanding, when they have got choices, they have chosen this. And they got into these wrong practices. They have started doing something which is not acceptable, which is not accepted by the society. And then they start blaming. Is this what you wanted to say?
Yes, sir.
Tia says yes. Did others also want to say the same? No response, no reaction.
Yes.
No, you can say no, you can
Yes,
say
sir,
yes.
but
हाँ बोलो.
but with a little addition that it is not always helplessness which makes them. Sometimes they either have fun in doing that, or sometimes they find this way easy. So that is why they choose this way.
Few years ago, I read a news you perhaps would have heard. Some young boys, some college-going boys, were caught, and they were caught. What was the crime? They stole bikes. They stole bikes. Okay. And why did they steal bikes? They stole bikes only because they had a craze. They were passionate about riding on expensive bikes. They stole, they rode it for some time, and then either they threw it somewhere or they broke into pieces and then sold the parts. They were not thieves. They were not professional thieves. Okay. But the purpose was all that was a stupid reason. But they started doing this, they got involved in all this just for a craze for expensive bikes. That's it. Now, neither society is responsible nor circumstances are responsible. As Anushka said, sometimes they do it just for fun. See, there may be a real dire need in one case. In another case, circumstances might have forced. There may be a case where because of society, some person would have got involved in this kind of acts. There can be one more reason, it is just for fun. There can be one more reason that somebody, whoever starts doing all this, doesn't want to work. There are many who don't have a tendency of working. To earn, you need to work. And to earn honestly, you need to work harder. And because they don't want to do that, they want a lot in just a go. And so they do this. Ek bada haath marna. Players, if you've watched.
Yes, sir.
So, in a way, it is a tendency also. Do you agree? It is a tendency also. If
Yes,
not,
sir.
if not circumstances, sometimes it is just tendency. Okay. This is one thing, one part. Now, when we see whatever has happened in the story, did you see that Anil tried to bring him to a right track? Did he offer some help? Did he start trusting in him? Yes? And when he started trusting in him, he even left some money which was in his knowledge. He left it carelessly. But there was a thief inside that thief. And that thief instigated him to चलो मौका मिला है. Then what happened? एक बार भाग जाने के बाद फिर क्या हुआ?
Hari felt guilty.
Okay.
Regret.
Okay. Then
He returned by keeping it under the mattress.
Okay. अभी इसमें दो बातें हैं. There are two very good things. एक था कि why did he feel guilty? Who made him think or feel guilty?
Anil's trust.
Anil's trust. But Anil's trust did not come there to tell that you are guilty.
Himself.
His conscience,
Yes, sir.
his own conscience. Does it show that everyone has his own conscience,
Yes, sir.
which
Yes.
which which guides us? Okay. Now what happens? See, whenever, just try to understand this thing. It's very important. Whenever you or anybody, whenever you are there to do something which is quite unsocial, which is quite a kind of sin in your mind, in your thoughts, which is unfair according to you, which is not right according to you. Just when you are about to do that, is there something that automatically stops you for a moment? There is a possibility that something is lying on the desk, that may be your dad's wallet, just for an example. Or a very petty example, you are doing homework and you thought of saving your time. You did not want to work so much, and then you stole answers from some website or from some reference book or from some friend's notebook, and you just thought of copying them down. At that point of time, your conscience will once warn you. It will once tell you, just for once, it will tell you, whatever you have decided to do, that conscience will ask you a question. Is it okay? Is it okay that you're doing? Should you do this? It asks. That minor moment, that very short moment, is where we decide the course of our life. If we listen to this, whatever your conscience has said or asked, if you listen to that, and if you feel, no, it's not right, it's not fair, and I must not do, you will stop. You will stop. But if you are doing something good, if you are helping someone, have you ever felt that the conscience comes and asks? Have you ever felt? If you found something lying here and there, because I know all of you, मैं आप सब लोगों को बहुत अच्छी तरह से जानता हूँ, आप सब लोगों की हर हैबिट और हर टेंडेंसी को मैं जानता हूँ. आप लोगों को अगर प्लेग्राउंड में अगर एक रुपए का कॉइन भी दिखता है, या अगर 100 रुपीज का नोट भी दिखता है, या 500 या 2000 रुपीज का नोट भी दिखता है, आप लोगों के अंदर एक टेंडेंसी है, आप उसको उठाते हो और सीधे ऑफिस में लाके डिपॉजिट करते हो. मैं आप सारे बच्चों को अच्छी तरह से जानता हूं. जब आप ये कर रहे होते हो, तब क्या आपकी कॉन्शियस आपसे बोलती है कि जो आप कर रहे हो वो सही है कि नहीं? कभी नहीं पूछती. आपकी कॉन्शियस ने ये क्वेश्चन आपसे कभी नहीं पूछा, क्योंकि आप जानते हो कि जो आप कर रहे हो वो बिल्कुल सही है. दिस इज व्हाट यू आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू डू एज अ गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग. While you are traveling, you have a water bottle when it is hot summer. ठीक है, और जहां से आपकी गाड़ी निकल रही है On the roadside, if you find somebody very thirsty, not having water, ठीक है, perspiring badly, you automatically feel like stopping and giving that water bottle to that person. You automatically have a feeling. Why? Because you are like that. This is your upbringing. आपने जब आप बड़े हो रहे थे तब आपने यही सीखा कि फील गुड फॉर अदर्स एंड फील बैड फॉर दोज हु आर इन अ नीड एंड हेल्प देम, एंड यू डू दैट. जब आप ये कर रहे होते हो, आपके पास एक वाटर बॉटल है, जो स्मार्ट वाटर बॉटल जो है आपके पास, विच इज 50 रुपीज, तब देते समय आपके मन में ये आता है कि इट इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, आई शुडंट गिव. नहीं आएगा आपके मन में, क्योंकि आपको वो जो सेटिस्फेक्शन मिल रहा है, वो जो सेटिस्फेक्शन आपको मिलने वाला है, that is giving you far more pleasure than anything else, than stealing 500 rupees. ठीक है, तब आपकी कॉन्शियस आपसे नहीं. कॉन्शियस कब आती है क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए? टेल मी.
जब गलत काम करने जा रहे होते हैं
तब आती है, तब आती है. हमने इस स्टोरी में यही देखा कि हरि सिंह को ये क्वेश्चन पूछा कि जो तू कर रहा है ठीक कर रहा है क्या, और तब उसको ये रियलाइजेशन हुआ कि वो ठीक नहीं कर रहा है. क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? क्योंकि ही वॉज द वन हु वॉज एक्चुअली सेल्फलेसली हेल्पिंग हिम, एंड ही डिसाइडेड टू रिटर्न. ठीक है, तो जहां हमें हमारे ही थॉट्स एक क्वेश्चन पूछ लें कि व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इज नॉट राइट, तो हमें उसको फटाफट सुन लेना चाहिए. और प्रॉब्लम कब आ जाती है? जब हम ये क्वेश्चन पूछने वाली कॉन्शियस को हम डोमिनेट कर लेते हैं. अरे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, खत्म हो गई बात. हम इतना ही बोलते हैं ना, हम इतना ही बोलते हैं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, सब तो करते हैं, कौन देख रहा है. When this kind of answers they start coming and we start dominating the conscience, we get into wrong practices. So just listen to the conscience. Hari Singh does the same, and because he listened to the conscience, what happened? एक बहुत बड़ा क्रिमिनल बनने से या एक बहुत अच्छे पर्सन का ट्रस्ट लूज करने से बच गया था, बच गया था. अच्छा,
Yes, sir.
तो हमें एक बात समझ में आई कि हर एक के अंदर एक अच्छी कॉन्शियस होती है. ये सबको समझ में आ गया. सेकेंड थिंग यही चीज है, सबके अंदर अच्छा काम करने की एक फीलिंग भी होती है. वो कैसे पता चलेगा आपको? इसी में था ना कि ही taught him reading and writing and then he arranged for a job for him and he was very curiously learning to read and write. इसी स्टोरी में था ना?
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो he was quite curiously learning. क्यों? He was ready to work hard. जो हमने थोड़ी देर पहले बात करी ना कि कुछ लोग क्यों करते हैं, because it is a tendency, they don't want to work. But this boy, this person, he was excited to read. He wanted to come into the mainstream. अब यहाँ पे बात आ गई कि does the society accept you? If society accepts you, beta, when I am saying you, I am not using this you for you. It is a general statement, है ना? When society accepts someone, that someone will definitely start changing himself, start doing things which society is expecting from him. अगर आप किसी को एक्सेप्ट करोगे तो वो करेगा जो आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो. If you start expressing your disgrace for such people, then what will happen? There is no possibility, no chance, no question of their coming back to a good life, to a normal life. I hope this story is clear to everyone. Not story तो पहले से ही आपको पता है, हम बहुत अच्छे से पहले पढ़ चुके हैं. उसकी थीमेटिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग की बात हो रही है. सेंट्रल आइडिया समझ में आ गया. हमने फिर स्टोरी की बात नहीं करी, हमने स्टोरी के बाहर प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ से उसको एसोसिएट करने की कोशिश की. आई होप यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड. इफ देयर इज एनी क्वेश्चन प्लीज आस्क. नो क्वेश्चंस. अच्छा, if there is any disagreement with what I said, we can further discuss this. No response. Is the screen?
No, sir.
Harshit, he is okay. And what about others? The best policy is to agree with whatever sir says. Otherwise, there will be an argument. हाँ बेटा. Somebody.
हम इस थीम को जब लिखेंगे तब कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे?
बेटा थीम लिखने को नहीं आएगा आपको कि राइट द थीम.
मतलब इससे रिलेटेड अगर कोई क्वेश्चन आता है तो.
बेटा सिर्फ क्वेश्चन के ही बारे में सोचना बंद करो, है ना. आपने एक टर्म सुनी होगी ना, पिज़्ज़ा.
Yes, sir.
आपके साथ हम लोग बात करते रहते हैं. We are trying to associate the things that we read, that we study, with the life, and we are discussing that in context with the situations in life. So the question will not be like this. If I ask you to write theme, you will write it only in 2-3 lines. The entire thing can be written in 2-3 lines. Somebody who is involved in this kind of anti-social activities, this kind of stealing, instead of looking at that person with disgrace, we need to offer a help. Because the acts of every person are guided by his own conscience. What is needed is only to bring that person to the right track by trusting on him, by showing your faith, and by helping. Sneha, this is the theme. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
This is the theme. If you are asked to write the theme, this much is only needed. But referring to the theme, if some questions are asked, don't you remember the 4 questions that were 2 long answer type questions also. So the 6 questions that were asked in exam this time in periodic 3, they were all theme based questions. And we always use a term epistemic understanding. In none of those questions, there was a direct answer from the lesson, from the story. किसी में भी नहीं था. आंसर्स वो थे जो आपने जब उस लेसन को पढ़ लिया था, अगर आपको वो समझ में आ गया था, तो आप अपना ओपिनियन थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिकल सोच के अगर आप लिखते हो, देन योर आंसर इज देयर. ओके, तो हम जो डिस्कस अभी कर रहे हैं वो हम उन आंसर्स के लिए कर रहे हैं. ये सारा डिस्कशन उन आंसर्स में आपको हेल्प करने वाला है. जो क्वेश्चंस आपको एपिस्टेमिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए आएंगे। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? यस बेटा।
Sir,
हम्म
sir, can we add something like this that sometimes punishing someone is better than, sorry, sir, sometimes forgiving someone for wrong deeds is better than punishing that person.
Definitely. Punishment is not always the solution. Punishment is not always the solution. She has given a direction to this discussion. अब मैं आपको इसी पॉइंट पे एपिस्टेमिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग का एक क्वेश्चन बता देता हूं. There can be a question like this. You found somebody involved or who has developed a habit of picking up things, and that child is caught stealing something. Okay, you are the prefect of your class, you are the head boy or head girl of your school, and the management asked you for the action to be taken on that child. What would be your advice? Would you advise to give that child a second chance, or would you advise them to punish that child? Justify your statement. Have you got it? This question is far away from what is there in the story. But this question is based on this lesson only. Now, what is this? This is epistemic understanding. What have you understood after all this discussion? अब आपका क्या सजेशन होगा? Even if you say the child should be punished, I'm not going to disagree with you. The thing is, whatever you say, it should be justified. There should be a supporting argument which will convince the examiner. Have you understood? So what Priyanshi said, this question follows that statement. Punishment is not always a solution. Do you agree that if a person who is caught involved in some sort of crime, that may not be a big crime, ordinary petty. When we are talking about all these things, we are talking about small things, okay? है ना? इन चीजों को बड़े बड़े क्रिमिनल्स के साथ मत जोड़ देना. हम उनकी बात नहीं कर रहे, हम अपने इस लेवल पे बात कर रहे हैं कि जो छोटी मोटी चीजें जब हम लोग देख लेते हैं, हम सिर्फ उतने की बात कर रहे हैं. I'm not talking about those big smugglers, है ना, those big assassins, है ना, वो ऐसे उन लोगों की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं. हम छोटी अपने लेवल पे बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? So, do you think punishment is a solution? There may be some of you who can say yes, but there should be a supporting argument, and it should be convincing the examiner. Anything else?
No, sir.
Let me see how many of you are in the class. Because I can see Sakshi, Priyanshi, Anushka, and this Harshit Jain, and once Sneha responding, and Tia also. Rest, I didn't notice anybody responding or reacting. So I'll call the names. I want all of those to respond once. Cheshta Srivastav.
Yes, sir.
She is there. Suruchi Verma.
Yes, sir.
साक्षी तो है, ठीक है. प्रियांशी दिख रही है. सृष्टि रंजन.
Yes, sir. हूँ मैं.
Shubham Bhargav.
Yes, sir.
Shubham Bhargav is always the first to say Sairam when I join in the class. Shreya.
Yes, sir.
Ramya.
Yes, sir.
Jessica.
Yes, sir.
Shamit.
Yes, sir.
I asked Shamit a question yesterday. Shamit, shall I tell that question to the class? What I asked you? I'll tell that in the class, in the offline class. Eklavya?
Yes, sir.
Tia was responding, Harshit was responding, Sneha asked a question. Abhishek Bhargav?
Yes, sir.
Abhishek Jain?
Yes, sir.
Harshvardhan?
Yes, sir.
Piyush?
Yes, sir.
Yashi?
Yes, sir.
Soumya?
Yes, sir.
Dwej? Anand?
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy that all are there. But I'm not happy that even after you all were there, you were hardly reacting, you were hardly responding. There were only 4 or 5 students who were talking to me. I would have been more happy, more excited if everyone was talking to me. मुझे जरूरत क्यों पड़ी है चेक करने के लिए कि आप लोग हैं कि नहीं है? The reason is this only that आप लोग हैं तब भी आप अपनी प्रेजेंस फील नहीं करवा पाए. ठीक है? So be little more interactive, talk little more, trouble me little more, ask questions. It sounds good. Okay, the time is up, and if you don't have any more questions, we can leave.
Sir.
Yes, Anushka.
Sir, I have a doubt in the chapter The Proposal. Sir, Chubuko said that Natalia is a lovesick cat. And at the end, there was a question that did Natalia really love Lomo? So I actually disagreed with that because I thought that when she said that fetch him, bring him back. When she got to know that he came to propose him, so maybe she realized that now she was going to get his money or whatever property and all. Maybe it's not like that. But when I searched for the answers, they said that she really loved him, and that is why she reacted like that.
See.
So I'm confused with the answer.
Yes. See, what is the question? Did Natalia really love? है ना? And who are they asking this question to? Anushka.
Us.
The one who asked the question has left the class. कहाँ गई? Anushka, come back. I'm waiting to answer. Came. Are you back?
Yes, sir, she is back.
Yes, sir.
See, the question has been asked to you. What do you feel? Now, what have you started doing? Just now I was talking about this, that we steal answers from reference books. You did not steal, but you referred. You just cross-checked that whatever you are thinking is correct or not. Okay. And your thought is, she did not actually love, but she accepted his proposal, or she agreed to be with him or to live with him or to get married to him, because she knows when she gets married to him, everything that belongs to him will become hers. This is the reason that you gave. And there is nothing wrong in it. Now, what Chubuko said as a father, when he says that she's a lovesick cat, Chubuko says this, and this was Chubuko's thought, not your thought. It's not your thought. And Chubuko says this at some other point. At that point of time, he might have been thinking so. But when the story moves on, other facts are also revealed. As a critical reader, you are supposed to find out instances from where you get a clue, from where you find a reason for saying yes or no. And when you write a strong argument in support of your yes or no, then whatever is written on a website, whatever is written in a reference book, is all that doesn't matter. You will get full marks from me by writing yes, and you will get full marks from me by writing no, if you could convince me. These are open-ended questions. There is no correct answer in yes or no for such questions. What you understood from the story, because you are a critical reader, you are reading it critically. Try to examine all the acts of all the characters in the story. Okay? And do an analysis. Once you analyze, you conclude that whatever this character has done was because of this reason. I also agree with you, she was not a lovesick cat. But I disagree with you, she was a lovesick cat. Why? With the argument you gave, I agree. And I'll give marks for that. But if you ask me, she was a lovesick cat. How do you conclude this? As soon as she discovers, after the first set of quarrel, there were two parts of the quarrel. Okay. So when the first part of quarrel got over, Lomo left. And her father told her that he came to propose. She started shouting at her father. She started blaming her father. Why? She was shocked. And she was angry with herself. He came with such a proposal that I wanted. And I was fighting with him. I shouldn't have. This means she wanted him. She started blaming herself and her father for not having understood and having behaved this way with him. She was lovesick, but at the same time, she is very, very short-tempered. That's why she fought second time, even after knowing. So answer can be anything, beta. Yes or no, nothing is correct, nothing is incorrect. Okay? Abhi, it is already 50. We are 10 minutes late. बाकी अपन कल क्लास में फिर आगे बात कर लेते हैं. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye now.
Thank you.